Falcon fans, and of course, my op. Carrie's in the building. One time, oh shit. One time for the fan. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all the good stuff, never the bad stuff. Uh Welcome to another episode of Breakfast with One Time for the Fan. We back talking Falcons football in a good way for all you Falcon fans that's out there in the Falcons universe. I know you all are excited to be here this morning talking Falcons football with us. Don't matter where you're checking in from, don't matter where you're watching, don't matter where you're listening to the show. We are here and we are live. And of course, we got the crew here. T Will for my ATO Sports One Time for the Fan. Good to see you, sir. And my Miss Carrie.
She's
We'll
the
get to that in just a couple minutes. But T Will, wow. How's everything going with Carrie's? Are you ready, Carrie? Because we can get to it now.
Good morning to everyone. Happy Falcons Friday, and I guess good morning to Jack too.
Wow. There is dissension amongst the ranks. What is going on in One Time for the Fan land? Okay, look at here, family. And you guys are family. We're going to deal with this right now. Jack Spade and BPE Carrie. What is going on? Okay. And why
there's a beef between me and Carrie this week? There's a beef.
There's a beef.
Carrie's an op.
There's a beef because it's finally week 10. I've been waiting for this, since we started this league, Falcons content creator fantasy league. And yeah, I'm just going to say this guy wanted me to throw the game, throw the matchup. He wanted me to bench my player. Not happening.
He tried to get you to throw the match. What did he say in the 5th? Your guy goes down. Is that what he said? Oh, wait, that's boxing. He wouldn't say that. How did he try to get you to throw the game, Carrie? Inquiring minds want to know.
He was hoping I would forget to do my lineup, I guess.
Oh, he was hoping you will.
This is the same Carrie. This is the same Carrie who called me out for having Josh Allen on my team the week that the Falcons played the Bills on Twitter, which Carrie has a very large following on Twitter, and people got involved into the conversation.
I didn't just call you out, though. I literally just replied to you.
Oh,
I didn't call you out on
is
Twitter.
that what it is? Oh, so you were replying to him. So yeah. Jack started the beef on Twitter, is what you're saying.
He did.
Oh, okay.
Once again, this is the same Carrie who told me I'm not allowed, and I wasn't playing her that week, but she said, Jack, you're starting Josh Allen against the Falcons? That's nasty work. And I said, I'm just trying to win this league. Then again, I had enough points over Bro Talk at the time to not play Josh Allen. So what did I do? As a respected fan, I benched Josh Allen. I went to find Kirk Cousins off the waiver wire. He gave me 0 points that week, but I still beat Bro Talk. But I was able to bench Josh and keep it moving. The following week, I released Kirk Cousins, put Josh Allen back out there, and we continue to roll.
Right.
But this week, Falcon fans, Carrie has a player on her team that the Falcons are playing against on Sunday. Who is pretty decent.
Who is that, Jack?
Pretty decent.
I'm gonna let Carrie say. She got a lot to say in the chat. I'm gonna let Carrie say it right here.
Carrie. What say you, my friend?
Yeah, I got JT. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not benching JT and giving you a win. He's the second best running back in fantasy this season.
So wait a minute.
Overall.
So wait a minute,
Carrie. Go ahead, T-Will. Be the judge in this. Now, we're in court now.
So hold on. Wait. So from what I'm hearing, you wanted him to bench Josh.
Against the Falcons.
Against the Falcons. But now you don't want to bench JT?
But the thing is that was not so hear me out. That was not for our matchup. Like, I'm not going to ask him against me to bench his best player. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that.
You don't think Josh Allen was his best player against you? I mean, you don't think Josh Allen was his best player?
I'm not asking. Yeah, it is. He is. But the thing about it is he wasn't facing me. So I was giving him a hard time because he wasn't facing me.
But
I'm not.
you.
I'm not gonna ask him to give me a favor against me and bench his best player.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
not
Chat,
doing it.
how do y'all feel about that, chat?
Okay. So
He
when it's
just
not
wants to win
you,
this league, so he's just hoping people just hand him wins.
oh,
That's all. And
oh
just
wait a
like
Good
he
little
minute.
was
country.
hoping that he still talks about when you beat him, I don't know, like 6 weeks ago, and still
Very
Uh-huh.
thinks that
disappointed
it was
about that, Carrie.
something. Yeah, he still talks about that like, you didn't beat him fair and square.
I don't
That's
care.
you know what it felt like? It
I
felt
don't
like the
care.
Falcons playing the Dolphins that week when it was me versus
Uh-huh.
T Will.
Hey,
That was supposed to
Oh,
be a win for the
wow.
Falcons.
guess
You
T
what?
Will
tell me
has
any
2
different
wins
Guess
on the
what?
context,
season.
Jeff.
T. Will
2
does
wins on
not
the
give a
season. One of them's
damn
against me.
about how any of y'all feel about it. So it is all good. And we're not talking about me, but Miss Carrie, I love you. I feel like there's some inconsistency there, right? Like
No,
when he
there's
was
not.
playing somebody else,
It's
you
that
were
girl
holier than
power. It's
thou.
that girl power. That's
But when
why.
he's
Because it's
playing
not against
you,
me. It's not against me. So I can talk ish if it's not against me. I'm not gonna. Why would I ask him, hey, can you please bench your best player against me?
oh
I'm not gonna
wow.
do that. Like, that's like
You'll
asking you're
just
in a foot race and you're asking him, can I get a 10-second head start? Like,
Oh
no.
oh
wow. No,
wow.
Carrie's bringing it out today. She came
I'm
with
gonna
the
Oh,
hair
beat
she's
you
tied
either
up
bringing the
way.
today.
So
thunder. She's bringing
Carrie
it.
got the razor blade underneath her tongue. You know the old
Oh
fashioned how they
wow.
fight. Hold on, let me fight him, girl.
yeah, man, I do because these Falcons, man, they're on a losing streak, 3-game losing streak, and I mean, I should have had my name as 21 carry today because I'm trying to get a
Hmm.
win in fantasy and I'm trying to get a win in Berlin. So
That's right. I feel you on that second one, not the first one. Because Carrie's sitting at 5-4 in the sleeper league. Jack Spade sitting at 7-2. The same Jack Spade that people called out for taking Josh Allen at number 5, for taking a kicker with the fourth pick, sitting at 7-2.
yeah, that's nasty work. A
Sounds
kicker
like
That's
you're
that
kind of
early.
upset
nasty.
about that, Jack. Back then they didn't want you. Now you're hot. They all on you, huh? Is that
I'm
what you're
just
saying,
saying,
Jack?
I should just drop my number in the chat. Falcon
Is
fans,
that what
hit
you're
that
saying?
like, share, and subscribe button. If you're checking in from Twitter or Facebook, head over to YouTube. A lot of Falcon fans you can see here in the chat is on YouTube. Got my boy Big Low Country Sports in the
Low.
chat. Content creators are here early in the morning, so please head over to their
Good
channels
morning.
too as well. Watch some of their
Birdo.
content if you get an opportunity today. Big Low's here, 95 North Falcons talk shows in the building.
Debo's talking trash already.
Reporting eligibles in the building.
Reporting eligible.
Debo Vibe should be talking trash. I think I know why. I think I know why. T. Will, you said
Debo's
some
talking
things.
trash already.
You said some things the
Yeah,
other day that I'm
I
sure Debo
know.
Vibes will not forget.
I know. Hey, you want to hear something funny, Jack? I
What's up,
talked
brother?
up that trash, and then I forgot to make my changes in the sleeper league. So yeah, I get it.
That
It's
was
Debo
great,
Vibes.
honestly. He does the best recap videos, guys. Please check him out. They're hilarious.
Right.
they
And he
are
does some other content too as well. So not only the fantasy football league,
foodies.
Foodies. Yeah, you gotta.
foodies, not even the
I
fantasy
mean,
football league that he got going on, but he's gonna make a good video this week when Jack Spade defeats Carey. I can tell you that
Oh
right
wow!
now.
Oh
T
keep
Will,
wow!
not T
dreaming.
Will, Debo, I can tell you that right now. You know you're gonna clip that. You know you're gonna clip that. I
Keep
love it.
dreaming,
Oh
my friend.
wow! Now, Jack, if she beats you, that's gonna be hilarious.
Well,
Oh
she's
my
up right
god!
now. She's leading. She has a 5-point lead on me. Carrie, what happened last night? Looks like who gave you 5 points yesterday? Who was that?
All I
Somebody.
know is I'm gonna get a win, so I'm not worried about who it was. I think it was Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton? Who you got? Yeah, Cortland Sutton. Oh, Cortland Sutton. Oh, so 5 points for
Oh,
Cortland.
it's all
Oh.
right.
Oh
You got
oh
5 points, and I'm
wow!
still gonna beat you. So I
Oh
don't
An
worry about
8-2
that.
wow!
team giving 5 points
You're
per
just
point.
giving
Oh
Oh,
wow!
you're just
so
giving our
sad.
friend Debo Vibe some great content. Cause
Oh
5 points,
wow!
20
Oh,
points,
the
I'm still
trash
gonna
talk
beat
is
you
real.
regardless.
All right, we're
Oh,
gonna
you
see.
just pissed Carrie off.
Let's catch up to the
Trash
chat. Let's
talk.
check out the fans in the
Anyways,
stands, see what's going on. Debo Vibes in the building. One time for the fan. Big
hey
time shout out
Debo.
to y'all and all Falcons Nation. Crazy important game across the pond on Sunday. Definitely right about that. Debo Vibes also in the chat, talking that trash to T Will, making sure he's good. He said you a mark. He said you a mark, cuz. You a
Mark,
buster ass mark, cuz.
you a mark, cuz.
Little West Coast for you. Georgia, Texas boys in the chat. He said, good morning, the Falcons family. The new era is here. The Atlanta Falcons will rise in 2025 or coaching changes are coming in
Oh, he
2026.
added
You see, he added that, Carrie. What's your thoughts about that now? Well, he added
a
that.
snippet to that.
You see, he put that comma there too. And want to let y'all know he put that comma. Normally it stops at 2025, but he said, or coaching changes. Carrie, do you believe what Georgia Texas boy is saying? The new era is here for the Atlanta Falcons, or if not, there will be some coaching changes happening next year. Your thoughts, Carrie?
I mean, do you want to know if I think that's going to happen or if I want that to happen or think it should happen? Because there's two different answers, honestly.
You can give both answers then if you want.
I mean, personally, I thought it would be insanity if that doesn't happen, if we have another losing record and miss the playoffs yet again. I felt like there's no way you can run it back with Raheem as the head coach personally, but I don't know. I had other people tell me, every coach gets 3 years with Arthur Blank, and I don't know, he'll say, oh, my OC wasn't good enough, so he'll kind of be like a scapegoat and he's going to leave to Oklahoma anyway. So, then they'll basically keep Raheem, Ulbrich, and a new OC, a proven one. What we should have did in the first place had a proven OC and a DC, but anyways, I digress. All I know is that I don't think that would be the right move personally. I mean, I feel like as of right now, like honestly, I'd love for somebody to debate with me and tell me what Raheem does well as a head coach. I know he has said he's done him and Zach have done a lot of good in the last 2 years, 2 seasons they've been here, but I would love to debate him on that because I truly feel like we've underperformed and underdelivered and quite frankly just didn't meet expectations at all. So I don't know how you can sit up there and say something like that when you're still with a losing record and still haven't made the playoffs. So, and by the way, you have a much better team and roster than a guy like Arthur Smith had with one more win. So, yeah, I personally, if we have another losing record, I just think that you have to move on, but I don't know if that'll actually happen. So,
when is it going to stop, Falcon fans? Sitting at 3-5, disappointing loss Sunday against the New England Patriots, a game that I thought the Falcons definitely could have won. First half was looking like, this is tough. Second half, Falcons came out totally different team that I think fans were expecting. Hey, let's go down here in New England and let's put them away. But just disappointing results for the Atlanta Falcons. Shout out to James Overton in the chat, checking in from Maryland. And my boy D.A. Hunter in the chat too as well, talking some Falcons football here with us early this morning. You got some people watching from Berlin too as well. So shout out to the Falcons fans that made the trip to Berlin. I saw that damn Delta flight that left on Wednesday night was pretty much a plane full of Falcon fans. So shout out to all the Falcon fans who say, you know what, forget the record. We're going to head out there to Berlin and have a good time, and we're going to beat those Colts and come back with a dub. So safe travels to everybody who's still making the trip this weekend. I know some people is leaving tonight so they can stay a couple extra days in Berlin. And, once again, rise up to you all. Disappointed that I couldn't make the trip to Berlin because that was one of the games I definitely wanted to go to. But with a lot happening going on in my life this year, I had to take a step back on just a couple of games. But I'll see y'all in Nolans. We don't miss New Orleans, baby. We don't miss beating up on them Aints, baby. And it's going to happen. But yeah, the chat is live. The chat is lit. A lot of fans checking in from Twitter. Once again, or Facebook. You can head over to YouTube. You can drop your comments in the chat too as well. We got content creators across the board here talking Falcons. Big Low Country Sports is in the chat. 95 North here is in the chat. Debo Vibes is in the chat. And we got our good friend Uncle Steve here in the chat too as well early in the morning talking Falcons football. So big shout out to you, Uncle Steve. Big Low wants to know, T Will yawning on the show making me sleeping to what? Daggum, T Will.
Hey man, it's a long night last night, man.
T Will, was you out at the in the city? Or what was going on?
I think T Will's just tired. He's tired from the Falcons losing.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you could add that, but no, I was just up late last night, man. Had some things to do, and but hey, man, I'll be all right. Let's get through it. Let's get to these Falcons and what they're supposed to do to win this game in Berlin at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Right. So let's get straight to you, T. Will. Falcons couldn't beat the Pats on Sunday when we know that they technically had a chance to beat them. What do you think went wrong, T. Will, in your opinion? And as you're giving that answer, please let the fans know, what can we do to bounce back on Sunday to go beat these Indianapolis Colts? Because this is a tough matchup. We talked about it before on One Time for the Fan. The schedule is no cakewalk now after the bye. You see the teams that we're playing are pretty much set up to either make the playoffs or on the run to make the playoffs. But the Falcons have to win these games. Fans are in the chat saying, hey, we can get a win streak going. People are talking on social media about it's a crucial must-win game, T-Will. But what went wrong against the Pats, in your opinion? And, of course, how we can get back on track to go beat these Indianapolis Colts? Let's wake T-Will up, y'all.
Wake him up. Wake him up. Wake him up. Wake him up. Okay, number one, I think Zach is suffering from the Raheem disease in that he feels like he's the smartest guy in the room. It's not hard, man. Get the ball to your playmakers, Zach. You did it in the second half, right? You started scheming to get Drake open. You put him in the slot. You put him in certain positions to where Christian Gonzalez couldn't guard him. You got the ball to Kyle Pitts. You got the ball to Bijan. Scheme to get to your players early and often. Every team in the league is going to set out to stop the run because they feel like you can't do anything. And they also feel like your run game is predictable. So the second thing, let's vary your looks. Let's run from different concepts. Everything doesn't have to be outside zone. We could do some gap concepts. Let's do that. Let's diversify. You know that play where we run Charlie, what's his name, inside
in
the
motion
tackle
and it runs
down,
yeah.
And it's a run. Let's make that a play action, Zach. So let's diversify the run.
Are you saying get Charlie Warner the ball, or are you just saying change it up a little bit there?
Whatever. Let's change it. I mean, look, I don't mind giving them the ball once or twice a game, but either way, let's do some play action concepts, right? Let's not have, like, I don't know, the cornerback on the 49ers saying, I knew it was coming to Drake. It wasn't out, because they do that. If you got it, that's a killer. Okay. So number one, let's be less predictable. Let's diversify our run package, and let's get the ball to our playmakers if the run game is not working early. Let's make sure that we do, however, go back to it to keep the ball. And secondly, Zane, come on, man. If it comes down to it, we need you to make that extra point, all right? I mean, we got to have that, you know?
Wait, not the field goal, the extra point.
Exactly. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. We need the extra point.
Let's say that again, T. Will. Not the field goal.
The extra point.
From 56, 57, 68, like Cam Little.
Yeah. It was
the extra point. It's like me in front of this computer. It's like, it's literally, it's right there.
It's right there. It's like a layup, Jack. It's
not a
layup.
So wait, not a 3-pointer from the half at the buzzer
it's like
beater.
Missing a layup. What happened? You can win the game or at least you can tie it. And
not a two-handed dunk on a ladder.
Oh my God, you missed it. You missed it. You stole the ball. You're running down the court. You're about to dunk it, and the goal rejects you, and the ball goes 50 feet in the air. And time.
There's no water on the court or oil on the court. You didn't slip and fall.
None of that. You didn't slip. You just missed it, buddy. You know. And we can't have that. So those are, in all seriousness, man, we've got to get the ball to our playmakers early and often. We got to do that. Secondly, we have to diversify our run profile. So if you're going to run some duo concepts, you got to be able to do that. Also, you got to remember we got Hinton in there. I don't know how he is as a pass blocker. I'm assuming he is a better run blocker, but I could be wrong. Okay, but you got that. And then secondly, hey, man, you're going to have to stop that dude, Jonathan Taylor, on the other side, okay? Mama, there go that man.
You're definitely going to have to stop that dude for two reasons. One, because the Falcons Colts. Two, because that's Carrie's guy on her fantasy team.
Oh, right? Is that right? That right? Oh.
Right. She's already leading by 5 points.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Judge, let me see. The jury, that's 5 points for Jack. He just
Shit,
made
that's tough. Falcon
that's 5
fans,
points for
chat
Jack.
is live and
Five,
lit about T.
5 points
Will's,
for Jack.
waking up this morning a little bit, tired. So people are saying that she was at Hooters last night giving what is it, spiritual guidance to the employees. Just ran
Yeah,
a little late.
that was it. Yeah, that was
Uncle
it.
Steve said you was made an old school club 112 run last night. 112 still open. Did you go talk to a promoter to get it back open?
And they got the circle in there like they did back in the day, man. It's still going around in the circle.
Oh my God. T-Will's
Yeah,
been hanging out at
great.
the Westin.
That was
Falcon fans, hit
great,
that like,
man.
share, and subscribe button. MW, the franchise players here in the chat. What's good, y'all? Rise up. Big shout out to MW, the franchise player. 82 Monte Carlo. He said, Alexa, play Peaches and Cream. Oh my gosh. Look at your boy. Peaches and Cream.
What up, Carlo?
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
You back in there with Jagged Edge and them? With
Hey,
Wingo
man.
and them?
Hey, man. Hey, it's Jagged Edge, man.
Hey,
Jagged
it's
Edge.
going down. Larry said the O-line has to step up. Miss Carrie, the op. Miss Carrie, you there, Miss Carrie?
I'm here.
Okay, op is there.
Oh wow.
It's not like Falcons Saints hate week. I love Carrie, right? But I'm telling y'all right now, I need to get this win, right? Playoffs
I'm
is
about
around
to
the
take
corner.
2 wins today. This weekend. I'm just saying. So
Hey,
Falcons are gonna win. Carrie's gonna win. So
we definitely know the Falcons are gonna win. But
Mm.
Carrie versus Jack in fantasy football is a thing where, like I said, I'm coming out swinging. I'm telling you right now, right? And I know that's my friend. I know that's your girl. But Carrie, you might walk away on Monday like, oh man, the boy Jack, he changed up his lineup. He hit me with a couple bangers over there. I had to. I had to. So I'm checking my lineup right now, making sure everything's good. I see a couple questionables. I'm gonna have to go ahead and really watch for Sunday because 9:30 in the morning, I'm up with the Falcons. I'm ready to go watch that game. Then I got a golf game shortly after too as well. But fans are in the chat talking Falcons football. Larry said, I see MP9 playing better and mechanics getting better. Zach got to get way more creative. There's a lot of talk. Right. There's a lot of talk online, Carrie, about Michael Penix's play and his performance versus Zach Robinson's play calling. I think fans are also forgetting this is his 10th game as a quarterback in the NFL. And for
I
Michael
honestly
Penix,
don't see it as that much. I mean, to be honest, I see way more of Zach like getting called out by national media as well as the fans. I feel like we even saw it with Kirk Cousins. It doesn't matter what quarterback's behind this offensive line and, playing under center for Zach Robinson. It doesn't matter, honestly. No one's going to be looking like prime Matt Ryan. I'm sorry.
She's not prime Matt Ryan, which spoiled
and
us
this
so well
I'm
here
sorry.
in Atlanta.
I just feel like our players, we've talked about this before, are when, we win or we look good, it's because of the special talent that we have balling out, like looking good, versus the scheme is just that good and the coaching is just that good. It's like they're flashing and showing how great they can be, despite the circumstance, in my opinion.
Right. And of course, Falcon fans, Michael Penix, 22 of 37, 221 yards on Sunday, three touchdowns,
0 turnovers, 103 passer rating,
no interceptions, 1 sack. This kid was on fire, man. And for the Falcon fans that saw the game, shout out to Drake London. Shout out for the players that's putting the team literally on their back to go out there and bust their ass every single week to know that the Falcon fans deserve this. They need to go out there and say, hey, look, this Drake London, even Kyle Pitts so far this year, 4 for 38 on Sunday, had a couple looks too as well, 7 targets, had a couple looks. I think that
great catch. Kyle
oh my gosh, Drake! You talking about great catches on Sunday from Kyle to Drake, and don't forget about Bijan.
Bijan had 2 catches.
He looked like me out there. He looked like me out there back in my day.
Oh wow!
Just want to say that.
I think that Drake catch was probably sans the Julio catch.
It's close to the Julio Jones catch that he made.
It is. It for me, that's the second greatest Falcons catch I've ever seen, and just from the degree of difficulty. So just to kind of remind you guys, he's got to go up. He's got to catch it one-handed. He's got to get one leg down, one knee down, go to the ground, maintain the ball, all in one motion. That is not easy.
Right.
That is not easy. So I just think, and in that moment, it's fourth down.
Mm-hmm.
It's fourth, and if you don't catch it, we will surely lose.
Right.
And to come down with that, just phenomenal catch, man.
Going up against
Phenomenal.
a guy earlier in the first, second, third quarter, I think it was. I can't remember when Christian Gonzalez went out, but Gonzalez was drafted high in his class, first round, to go to New England and do what did New England wanted him to do. And sure enough, Drake London put the business to the kid. And Sunday, people are talking about, oh, you got Sauce Gardner on Drake. That's a cook up. That's a cook up for Drake right there. I think we're realizing that that's our franchise wide receiver. That's our guy. And the paycheck is coming up real soon for this kid. And it's time to give Drake his bag. Drake he's deserved it. And if you're looking at other players across the spectrum here, T. Will, Darnell Mooney, 1 reception for 15 yards, 2 targets. Tyler Algier, 2 carries, 6 yards. Some fans are looking at these contracts and then looking at the future of the Falcons saying, there's a couple players that they think that might not be here going forward in the future. And it's kind of disappointing because it's not the Falcon fans calling them out. It's really starting with Zach Robinson, right? He's really changed up a lot. Remember last year, it was the Jimmy Lake thing. Jimmy Lake, defense, Jimmy Lake, Jimmy Lake. People kept saying it. Now this year, you get Jeff Ulbrich in the building, and the defense is stepping up in a major way. How many sacks did we have on Sunday? How many turnovers?
6. We had six
it's
sacks.
Not a Jeff Ulbrich problem right now at this point. And some fans are calling out the head coach. Some fans are also calling out the OC. And for me, Falcon fans, it's concerning because we have a chance to, like Kerry said when the show opened, we have a much better team than what you guys saw last year, or even what Arthur Smith too as well. And we should be on the run. We should be that 8-2 team. We should be the team sitting at 7-2. We should be the team sitting at, the race for the playoffs. When you go look at the playoff picture that they posted the other day, and I'm sitting there like, I can't believe this could possibly be another year in the drought for this Atlanta Falcons team. But I still believe that they can get back on track. Watching them play the Patriots on Sunday, if you go out there, Falcons, and play the Patriots on Sunday in that second half, the way you're going to play against these Colts this Sunday, you're going to beat the Colts. You're going to beat the Colts in Berlin. You're going to come back to Atlanta. You're going to beat the Panthers. And that's the team that did scrape you up 30-0. You're going to beat the Panthers when you come back. And then guess what? You're going to beat the crap out of the Saints, which I think it's always my Super Bowl, watching the Falcons beat the Saints, especially in New Orleans, right? And I see the Saints fans jacking up the ticket prices right now. They already know, we're 1-9. We're probably not going to win another game for the rest of the season. Let's just raise the prices on the Falcon fans because they're coming out here deep as hell in a couple of weeks. But Michael Penix's great performance from you on Sunday. Shout out to the kid. Bijan Robinson, 12 for 46 on the ground. But, of course, he went 8 for 50 receiving. And Bijan is always Bijan. We don't hate on Bijan.
We don't hate on Bijan, but not good enough. As far as the run game coordinator as well as the OC. I'm sorry, you can't call a player the best player in all of football and you only give him 12 attempts. I'm sorry. 3 straight games after he came off a 170-yard game against Buffalo, he's had less than 47 yards in 3 straight games. Like, you have to T-Will's point earlier, you have to figure out a way to get more creative. You're so predictable with your run game. So it's so easy to stop the run for opposing teams, even against teams that are ranked worse in the league in run defense, and the Miami Dolphins stopped you. At home too, by the way.
Which they then went down to Miami and got blown the crap out by the Baltimore Ravens. Just got destroyed.
They were blown the crap out the week before against arguably one of the worst teams in the Browns. So, I mean, I just feel like I really hope that we can somehow get this run game going again, because it's now been 3 straight games where the run game is just pitiful, to be honest. Like, our run game is way too predictable, like T. Will said, and Bijan is now I don't even know if he's top 10 in rushing yards now because of it.
He's not top
So
5 no more. I saw them put the list up the other
yeah,
day for rushing leaders, and they had a couple people. I think T was up there at number 4 too as well. So hopefully he can get some
yeah.
yards on Sunday. One person we don't want to get yards is Jonathan Taylor. Kerry, I definitely agree with you on what you just said about not using Bijan the way he's supposed to be used. Everything else about fantasy football, I don't agree with you. So big shout out to everything that you do here at One Time for the Fan. D Sloan is in the chat, Kerry. Got a question for you. Who's your X factors on offense and defense for the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday?
To be honest, Billy Bowman's gonna be back. He's been a full participant. I think that's big for us. Honestly, I think the defensive line is an X factor most of all, though, because you saw last week you get pressure on Daniel Jones. He looks more like Daniel Jones with the Giants and not Daniel Jones, or what they call him in Indianapolis, the Indiana Jones.
Yeah, heard
Yeah,
the
he's
nicknames they
had
have for him already.
so he's had 5 interceptions in his last 2 games. I mean, no one rushes 5 or more than the Falcons defensive front, so in the whole league. So I think we have a good chance to get pressure on him to make mistakes. I think the D line is definitely a big factor. James Pierce Jr., I know
Didn't
Jalen
practice today.
Walker. Yeah, but he's fine. They said it wasn't related to injury or anything, so it's okay. False alarm on that, but Jalen Walker, who, by the way, was named Player of the Week in the league, so congrats to him after his huge performance, best game of his career so far.
Go Dogs.
Last week, so shout out to him. But I think, Leonard Floyd's out. That's a little bit of a hit. But I think definitely the defensive line. We got to get pressure on I'm hoping Danny Dimes, so I'm saying Danny Dimes, his old nickname. Because he was sacked 5 times last week, and he also threw the ball 50 times as well,
Right.
which is crazy. So
Right.
I'm hoping they go for that same plan this week. Because if so, in my opinion, the way we win this game is getting pressure on him as well as stopping JT. So you saw the Steelers were able to stop JT. Our run defense isn't that great, but I'm hoping we're able to stop him because he had arguably his worst game of the season last week against the Steelers. So I think that's big. And I also think on offense, I mean, I feel like the easy answer is Drake because he's had a touchdown and 100+ yard game in 3 out of his last 4 games, which is huge. He had his first multi-touchdown game in his career. I think so. I think Drake is a big one because honestly, I don't have much faith in Zach Robinson to get more creative with the run game, and I just feel like there's a chance the run game isn't going to get going again for the 4th straight game. So I'm just going to say Drake will be the X factor. Him and Penix, their connection, that 9-to-5 connection is real. And for whatever reason, we've been having the young quarterbacks throw 36 and 37 times the last 2 games, which I don't agree with. But again, I think that might happen again. So, yeah, I think those would be my X factors.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. If you're checking in from Twitter, Facebook, head over to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button over there. As you can see, people really enjoy the show. They're in the chat, dropping their comments, dropping their thoughts about the Atlanta Falcons. And that's what One Time for the Fan is about. It's from the fan, for the fan. And, of course, it's just Falcon fans talking Falcons football on a Falcons Friday. Kerry?
I forgot to also add another X factor, another big part of this game could also come down to the trenches, which, normally is the case in most games. But we haven't mentioned it yet, but Matthew Bergeron is officially out. So that's tough. Honestly, it's looking like it's going to be Kyle Hinton filling in for him. He's the next man up, which this is his obviously first start this season. So we're going to be having a makeshift offensive line. Chris Lindstrom, he's questionable, but he did make the trip. I think he's going to play, but he's playing a little banged up. So you're already going to be playing with 2 backups. Storm Norton, honestly, he had a setback. He was a full participant in practice twice last week, last Tuesday, Wednesday. Then for whatever reason, the last practice he was out, and then they said he had a setback. So unfortunately, it's not looking like he's coming back anytime soon. Yeah, we're gonna for sure be playing with 2 backups on that offensive line, possibly 3 if for whatever reason Chris Lindstrom cannot be a go at game time, which I feel like is a big factor and honestly kind of sucks.
Right. Falcon fans, you are in the chat. Definitely sound off with your comments here. D Sloan, big shout out to you. For me, I think the X factor is going to be on defense. I'm going to go defensive coach. I'm going to go Jeff Ulbrich, man. You heard what Kerry just mentioned about this Danny Dimes guy for Indianapolis. You got to get him on the ground, right? You got to force him to throw some throws that's going to be in the hands of Billy Bowman and AJ Terrell. And you saw against the Steelers, I mean, they were after him on Sunday, right? So if the Falcons can do this, and you saw the Colts did try to make a small comeback in the second half against the Steelers, but too much Steelers for you. Too much Arthur Smith, I guess, going on over there on the offensive side of the ball. And I guess for me, I had to say Michael Penix and Bijan Robinson and Drake. Really, that whole offense, man. Because like Kerry just mentioned, you got a makeshift line, that's blocking Michael Penix. And we're not too – we don't know too much about Kyle Hinton in the pass block game, but we're going to find out a lot on Sunday. Battling some injuries too as well here in Atlanta. So we do hope that these guys can make it off the field healthy. It's a long flight back to Atlanta, and we definitely want to see the team come away with the win. And it might even have to come down to a Zane Gonzalez kick. And of course, the Falcons just signed a new kicker.
Don't do that. Please don't do it.
Not an extra point. Might be the kick. But the kid is ready to go.
We can't have another game come down to a kick, man.
Right. The highs and lows of the Atlanta Falcons, kicker story, right? You know what I'm saying?
We're on our 3rd kicker heading into week 10. That's crazy. I honestly haven't had a chance to look it up yet, but I'm wondering, has any other team had that happen before? 3rd kicker
unless battling injury or something like that, no. I think this probably would be the first time in a couple of years that any team has had to have kicking competitions.
I don't know if it's ever happened. To be honest,
in week 6, 7, and
10
8
games. 10 games. We're not even at the end of the season, and we're on our 3rd kicker. And we don't even know for sure this guy's going to be the one. Hopefully he is, but there's a possibility we could be on to our 4th one if he doesn't pan out.
Right. Falcon fans got to hit that like, share. Oh my God, not the 4th kicker. Please don't do that, Kerry. Not going into week 9. Week 10.
You said it could come down to a kick. I'm hoping we just go for 2. If it comes
I'm hoping we don't have to go into the 4th kicker. Because next, by week 14, 15, we're going to be on our 7th kicker. And I don't want to deal with that type of stuff. Right. We came in here to win games. And it's disappointing. Uncle Steve's Lounge said DeForest not playing may loosen things up in the middle for the run game. That is good. DeForest Buckner, a big player for the Indianapolis Colts. They did just sign Sauce Gardner, who's going to be playing up against Drake London on Sunday. Doesn't really matter. To see the way Drake's been playing this year, you can line him up against anybody. So big shout out to Drake. T-Will, see the chat is live. The chat is lit. We got Cheryl in the chat rising up all the way from Germany. Berlin is in the chat, Falcon fans. So shout out to you all. I don't know what time is it over there. What, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock now? Or what, 2 something? Y'all are great checking in from anywhere. I see some people from Maryland, people from California are here. We got our folks in the A checking in. You got Jonte Rozier checking in from Northern Nevada is in the building. Shout out to Jonte Rozier. T-Will, we're getting ready to wrap up this show here. This is a quick show this morning talking Falcons football. But guess what? The game Sunday is at 9:30 in the morning, which means One Time for the Fan is live at 8 o'clock that night talking about the Falcons Colts, how we're going to move on to the Carolina Panthers and the rest of the schedule, and, the good and the bad against the Colts, which we hope is more so good than the bad. But T-Will kick off at 9:25 a.m. against the Colts. Where are you watching the game, T-Will? And, of course, you heard Uncle Steve in the chat, DeForest Buckner being out. This Falcons defense going up against, Danny Dimes and the Colts sitting at 7-2, 8-2 or so forth. Like, what are the key matchups for you, T-Will, to watch this Sunday for Falcon fans? And where are you watching the game at, bro? What are you doing? Throwing a party, or are you just up at the house, or listen to it on the radio? What you got going on, T-Will?
I will be right here, sir. I will be right here watching the game where I always am. You can't see it, but I got a big screen TV back there, so I'll be watching it right here. Besides, I think Scott and I are doing a show right after the game. So yeah, man, we'll do that. And then it'll be one time for the fan at 8 o'clock. Key matchups, obviously going to be the Falcons against Jonathan Taylor. Got to stop him there.
Must stop him. Hashtag stop JT. Hashtag for Jack Spade. There you go.
Yeah. Got to limit Tyler Warren and Michael Pittman Jr. In their
Josh
receptions.
Downs too.
No, Carrie.
What?
Oh, okay, that's right. That's
No,
right.
I
You're
said
right.
also
You're
Josh
right.
Downs.
I thought you were talking about touchdowns. You trying to get them fantasy points. One player ain't gonna stop no show, Carrie. You got a bunch of players on that team, right? So Cortland Sutton gave you 5. JT's gonna give you 3. That's 8 points, right? You can make up the rest from the rest of your squad over there, right?
JT hasn't scored 3 this season.
So as I was saying, guys, thank you. Because it's T-Will time. Just saying, you and Jack can fight after the show. Thank you. We gotta stop JT, man. Bottom line, it starts and ends there. If you cannot stop JT, you're not gonna win this game. You got to do that. You got to be able to. I think Kyle Pitts is your X factor because they're gonna key everything they can on Bijan, and they're probably gonna roll coverage to Drake, figuring, he's their only receiver. Kyle Pitts is gonna play big here, specifically in the red zone. Let's get it to Kyle and let him do some work. Okay, let's get it to him down there. Drake is going to be Drake, and I don't think they're going to 100% stop him. But there may be times you have to scheme him open. So again, Zach, you got to get creative, buddy. And that's it for me. So there you go.
T-Will, one time for the fan for my ATL Sports. How's everything going with for my ATL Sports, T-Will? Please let everybody know what you got going on with the channel, where everybody can find you. I'm not getting to your shout outs just this moment, but of course, let the fans know how much of a diehard fan you are when you talk about these Atlanta Falcons, because I'm sure people can look on the screen and see Miss Carrie, see yourself, and see myself, but wonder, who are these Falcon fans? Like, I know they got a podcast and everything, but you said you got a show with Scott, and of course, you got some other things in the works, but tell everybody about For My ATL Sports, man.
Carrie, you ready? Look it. I've been a Falcons fan for 45 years. No, I'm just kidding.
I tried to solo you out as soon as you said Carrie. I tried to get through and solo you out right there.
I've been a Falcon fan for 45 years. No, so hey, look it. Carrie and I have a show. I don't know if we're doing a show later on today. We
are. It's Friday.
Carrie wants to talk Falcons football. See that? Carrie's ready. There you go.
Yes, I would love to talk Falcons.
Talk about the fantasy league.
And I would love to talk more about how I'm going to beat Jack. Okay.
Talk about how she's 5-4.
We'll definitely talk more about how you're going to beat Jack. No, so Carrie and I will do a show later on today. Don't know when, but we'll do it. That's it for my ATL Sports 1. So that's the Terry and Carrie show. Of course, Scott and I have a show called What the Falcon, Home of the Brave. And I do movie podcasts. So Jordan and I will be doing Fantastic Four. We're doing the entire MCU. We are on Fantastic Four 1. Not the Fantastic Four that came out, which I think we already did, by the way. But we're on Fantastic Four 1. So we'll be doing that Saturday. I believe it's 7 p.m. And yeah, man, that's it. Other than that, it's all about these Falcons and what they can do. And hey, man, we got to get this thing going. Got to stop JT. Got to get in there. That offense has got to get out there and start early, especially being that to our team, it is going to be a visiting game. So we typically don't do well with that. One thing that I feel like can settle us is if we go down and score a touchdown first.
Right.
You know what I mean? And get this thing going.
We got to control the lead. Stop playing from behind.
Yes.
Right. Especially on that first possession, first quarter type of thing. Like, I want to look up and say, oh my God, the Falcons are winning 14-3 right now in the first quarter. Like, I want to see an ass kicking on Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts. I think, fans deserve that. Right. I mean, we saw the Panthers put up, 30-piece lemon pepper on us. Why can't we go do that to a team? Right. I'm sure we're going to beat the Saints by 100, and that's going to happen. But why can't we go do that against the Indianapolis Colts? What's up, Carrie?
The reason being is because honestly, we just don't play to our players' strength on offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
a
more.
great point.
Starts with the OC right there.
That's
I
a
truly believe
great
that
point.
the OC is like he has a puzzle and he's trying to fit the pieces and they're not fitting in there. It's like he's trying to jam them in to
Mhm.
these holes and they don't fit there. And it's like he
Mhm.
wants to run his own scheme instead of and trying to make the players fit to that scheme versus playing to his game planning to his players' strengths. And I feel like we see that with Bijan. We see that with Drake, Penix. I mean, it's kind of sucks. And I'm not trying to be negative here, but I mean, how
No
often
way.
do you
No way.
see scheme change in the middle of season? It's very rare. I don't know if that really happens. Maybe he'll make some adjustments, but it's also been like I haven't seen much adjustments. The first game that Bijan was stopped was that 49ers game, and honestly, how can you tell me from an offensive scheme or standpoint, what have we done since then, 3 games later, to kind of, adjust to them
Right.
stopping the run? We haven't been able to.
Well,
Right.
he
I
did
think
a
You
that's the
mentioned
problem.
he did make an adjustment in the second half by rotating Drake and putting him in the slot, and also put him in a formation where you just couldn't jam him at the line. And he did scheme him open specifically on that play where he caught the one-handed touchdown. But to Kerry's point, from a running game perspective, I've not seen.
Yeah, that's what
I
I mean.
mentioned
From
in the
run
chat that we
game,
had 7 yards at one point in like the second quarter, I think it was. And it's like you mentioned it, Kerry, about the Patriots not giving up 50 yards to a running back in quite some time. And it's like, I know
at all
Zach
the
Robinson is
season.
not scared to run the ball on these guys with the best
I,
running back in football.
I don't
He
think he
is.
was scared. I don't think he was scared. I just think there's sometimes you come up against somebody and you know what, it's not going to happen today. And I
No,
think
I personally think he's scared. I'll have to disagree.
Bro,
He get every time the run game's not working, if we're only getting like 3 yards per carry, he like panics and just completely goes away from the run. And that's why you see Penix throwing 36, 37 times as a essentially rookie quarterback on the road. I just feel like we shouldn't be having him throw that much. And there's really no balance between the run game and the passing game. It just looks so discombobulated. Like
right.
there's no balance to this offense.
And
It's like
Penix's performance. Right. Go ahead,
we're
Gary.
either run heavy or pass heavy, and there's no in between. There's nothing that, the pass opening the run or vice versa. Like you even saw that week one is like pass heavy. Then you see the Vikings game, run heavy. It's like we can never, we're 10 games in and we still haven't been able to find that balance. And I
Right.
feel like that's a scheme issue. I mean, and to your point, Jack, about scoring 30 on someone, unfortunately, our Falcons have only scored more than 24 points this season, 2 out of the 8 games. And to me, we talk about how talented this offense is. That's just not good enough.
Right. And
it's not. But
to
in that game, look it, man. You're right there. That's on the kicker. I mean, I'm not. I'm definitely not the biggest Zach Robinson fan, but that is on the
I
kicker.
mean, it
let's
is
go
on the
back to the
kick.
4th and 2 in the first half. Should have just kicked the field goal. He probably would have won the game by those by those 2
Right,
points he
right.
could have.
Well, and you see why you can't make an extra point, Zach. I
Oh
mean,
my
come on.
gosh.
You
You
can't
gotta
make
put
Regardless,
an
him
we
out
have to
extra
use
there.
a
point.
kicker on
You
the
gotta
field.
put
That's
him
a
Hey,
out there.
fact.
Hell, put me out there. I'll kick the extra point.
Well,
look it. I get it. I'm not a Zach Robinson fan, and I agree with what you said. But this past game's on the kicker. Just bottom
Right.
line.
I mean,
yeah,
we're
I
gonna
don't
talk
I
more
don't
about this
agree
next. Okay?
respectfully. Like, I mean, yes, it's on the kicker to make the extra point, but also why do you even have a kicker that you don't trust on the team in week 10 for one, but now we know he's not on the team. But we
Mm.
were 1 for 10 on third down. You're not gonna win a football game when you're 1 for 10 on third down.
We
You
almost tied it. We
Yeah, but
Mm.
almost
we
tied it.
oh my good friend always tells me, Carrie, if was a fifth.
I
We'd
So
all be
didn't
drunk.
say if.
yeah.
I did say
Yeah,
almost.
so we
Okay.
were 1 for 10 on third
Yeah.
down. You're not going to win a football game 1 for 10 on third down. We didn't actually
We
start
almost
getting
did.
hot until the second half, honestly. I mean,
Disappointing
I
that we
mean,
have
your
to.
point's made, but hey, man, it doesn't. I get it, and Kerry, you're right. We've got to, but that has to happen prior to the game, right? You
Right.
can't get in the game and
But he was apparently, from what I was told from Falcon fans in the building, he was missing kicks prior to the game too as well.
Well,
And
you're
that's
not.
here.
See, here's the thing, and to Kerry's point, this should have been resolved in the
mm,
off season. That's
Mhm.
it.
that
There's no
part,
excuse for that. That's no.
that part.
See, this is why I'm about at that point where it may be time for Raheem to go. And I love Raheem. Do not get me.
You love
I
Raheem.
Whoa!
You
love
At
always
the
Raheem.
throw
end of
that
the
in there.
show,
I
T Will
love
drops the
Raheem.
banger. Well, that's.
Every time you
I
say I
do
love Raheem, it
I
reminds
do
me of
love
I
Raheem.
love
I
Desmond
love
Let me
Ritter.
tell you
I
something. I've been a Falcon fan.
I I, I love Raheem.
Well,
I do.
here this, T Will. Save that for Sunday night. Let's see
Okay.
the Falcons against the Indianapolis Colts.
All right.
Big shout out to
Let
A1
me
Forever Sports
let
in the
me just
building too
make
as
this
well.
last point. I won't get it.
Go ahead.
But the bottom line is you bring on your boy Jimmy Lake, and he's terrible. He is
Mm-hmm.
donkey hooters. He is awful.
Mm-hmm.
He is awful. And you fire him, but the defense takes a step back. Then you go out, you draft all these players.
Mm-hmm.
You have a great draft on defense, and now your offensive hire is holding us back. And it feels like you've held us back the past 2 years with your choices for offensive and defensive coordinator. And a year in the NFL is like 5 in MLB. Like you when you get those opportunities, you got to seize them, right?
Right.
And then you tell us that there's a kicking competition in the offseason. So we relax. We don't talk about it because you say there's a competition. And we
And now
find
we
out in
literally
the
talk about it
season
and we're
that
concerned.
this guy was never going to start. So it was never a competition.
Right.
The way he got, that's just my issue. But
There's
like
a
you said,
lot of things that people are disappointed with. It's not last year was really just one or two things we can call out. This year, it's a list of things that fans are going over that they are definitely disappointed with. And it's really holding us back, sitting at 3-5 now, playing a tough Indianapolis Colts team
correct.
overseas. And even for what you just mentioned about Zach Robinson and so forth, he's building that OC resume to go do what? Go get him a job somewhere else. Michael Penix is making him some of those plays he's calling us like, bro, you better be glad you got Michael Penix bailing your ass out of these situations because those throws that Penix is making is like, I don't even give credit to Zach Robinson at this point. That's why I'm like, Penix's performance is like, thank you, Michael Penix. Appreciate that. It's not Zach Robinson over there like, yeah, look at my offense. No, Joker, it's Michael Penix, bro. What do you think it's you? So even last year with the defense, it wasn't nobody's excited about. Even when we get a sack, they was like, oh my God, Jimmy Lake, great job. No, thank you, Zach Harrison. Thank you, Caden Ellis. Thank you for whoever's out there doing their job. It wasn't you guys. I understand that you guys are the coaches, but
I think that's
nobody's walking around with a Zach Robinson jersey or a Zach Robinson, just putting this man on a pedestal of like this guy's one of the greatest OCs ever. No, I think he's building his resume to get the hell on. And he didn't have an OC resume before getting here into Atlanta. Now he has two years under the Falcons to move on to Oklahoma State and say, let me go back and coach this college team. Go bring those college players down into those college players. Michael Penix needs better. He deserves better. And I hope the Falcons make that move at the end of the season.
I think what's unfortunate is Raheem really knows how to fire people up. That's one of the ironies.
He's a player's coach. He's a media coach. He's a fan coach. He knows how to get people. I need a Dan Camp. No, hold on. Let me not even get to that. Hold on there, little Billy. Hold on there, boy.
I think it's just sad because let me tell you something. I'd love to hear Raheem speak, and I know the players do to a certain extent, but it's just like your decisions and the way you go about it.
T-Will,
I just
to your point, T-Will, I used to enjoy hearing him speak, but I'm to the point where I don't even, what you say is his strength as a coach. I don't even enjoy that anymore because he says stuff that it's like, read the room, my guy. Like, you're really out here saying that you've done really great things in 2 seasons. Like, how can you sit up there and say that right now, sitting at 3-5? After you just had a losing record last season, after you came in here saying you're going to outrun the South. Like, to me,
oh my gosh, outrun the South.
Remember that?
Oh my gosh, put that on a t-shirt.
I think they did have it on a t-shirt, actually, the staff did. But all that to say, I feel like it's very hard to trust him, at least for me. That's why I say, hey Siri, please play I Don't Trust You by Future.
Hold on, Carrie gets the first wow of the day. The wow meter is on.
Because I don't know, I just feel between that and then like just certain things he says is like, bro, like how are you saying that right now?
Carrie, remember the timeout in Washington last year? Remember the timeout situation?
Yeah,
In the Commanders game?
unfortunately, I do remember the time situation.
Falcon fans, there's a lot to go over. Look,
I
Terry and Carrie.
could understand the timeout because I knew exactly what I was thinking. I'm not saying I agreed with it. I'm not saying I agreed with it.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at Corey Fleming in the chat. Shout out to Corey Fleming. Look at Corey said.
Yep.
I'm a Bucks fan, and everything you guys are saying is what Bucks fans said about him years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a Bucks fan. This is the guy who knows he could possibly win the division in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I do love Raheem, but even in that timeout situation, I knew what he was thinking. And if he'd have just owned up to it, to me, it's about the way he handles a situation once something comes to light.
Right. And to that point, T-Will, isn't that the job of a good head coach is to make good decision making?
I get it.
I mean, and also, I feel like some head coaches are actually calling plays as well. He has an OC and a DC. He's not even calling plays. So to me, your one job or your main job anyway is to make sure your players are ready week in and week out. And we've had players tell us more than once this season that they either overlooked an opponent or were not prepared for the opponent.
Yeah.
Falcon fans, not okay. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. You want to talk some more Falcons football? Terry and Carrie have a show coming up in a minute. My golf buddy's texting me like, if you're not there on time, you're in trouble, my friend.
Let's get Jack out of here. Let's go.
We're gonna turn this thing over to Terry and Carrie because their show starts what time today?
What time, Carrie?
Carrie is like, she needs to go check her fantasy league first of all. Make sure she has
time,
the right
Carrie?
people there.
What time is the show start, Carrie?
To be honest, guys, I'm not for certain. It's probably gonna be 12:30, but unless T-Will wants to start at 10:30, we're not really sure yet. I apologize on that. If you go ahead and go to For My ATL Sports 1, and you hit the notification bell, it'll alert you as soon as we go live, so you won't miss it.
Terry, pretty much what you're saying is Carrie's fault. She's not ready, doesn't have the time.
I did not say that, Jack. I would never blame a teammate publicly.
We have to make sure that my friend T-Will makes it to a drive-thru, okay? I didn't want to say
sit
that.
over there like, end this damn show, Jack, so I can get that Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Didn't want to say that.
You told me you're done by 9:45, Jack. It's 10:01. The Chick-fil-A breakfast is still.
Let me tell you something. That Carrie can bob and weave. You hear me? She can bob and weave with the best of them. I love it. I
mean, breakfast ends in 25 minutes. You still got time.
T-Will got a couple minutes left.
We got to make sure he will go to the job. Knowing full well. Okay. Oh, that's good, Carrie.
So what we'll do is we'll wrap up the show like this. We'll go to Miss Carrie for her shout-outs. And Falcon fans, you'll hear more from One Time for the Fan, of course, on Sunday night at 8. Our scheduled podcast time, and then we're back during the week. My work schedule is super crazy. For those that do not know, I deal with a lot of the hurricane relief for Jamaica right now due to the Hurricane Melissa situation, and everybody loves Jamaica, man. If you guys love that beautiful island the way it was before, it's going to take a little bit of time to rebuild. A lot of places got hit up pretty bad, so of course my hours have been affected in a good way because I'm there to help out. And make sure that, we all rebuild Jamaica together. But, it's a lot going on. And, my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody affected in that. Also, Marshawn Nealon, the family of
I was just going to bring
Nealon,
that up. Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers go out to his family as well. Don't want to spend too much on it, but I'm sure you guys probably already heard the news here at One Time for the Fan. We definitely want to, give our like I said, our thoughts and prayers over there to the family. And we didn't want to start the show like that too as well and to go straight into football. But of course, as we get to the end of the show here, I think it's only right that, we do, say that. And T-Will, you're a man of many words. So during your shout out, you can throw that in there too as well. Miss Carrie, let's get to your shout out so we can go ahead and wrap this up. T-Will sitting there looking at them Chick-fil-A points. He's like, I'm trying to use them.
I cannot believe this.
Miss Carrie, what you got for us this morning?
Shout out to you, Jack. Shout out to T Will. Shout out to Chick-fil-A drive-thru. We got 23
Oh,
minutes, T Will, to use that free 4-piece chicken mini reward. So you still got time, my friend. Please pick me up
wow.
some hash browns too while
Oh,
you're there,
wow.
because I love their hash browns, by the way. Um,
Oh,
Anyways, actually, you look more like a chicken biscuit guy. I'll take the mini
Damn,
one.
that's cold, Carrie. You look like a chicken biscuit guy.
I don't really like their
John.
biscuits. Y'all, you remember we had that debate, and I
Yeah,
told y'all,
he's not a biscuit
and
guy.
y'all
You
were like,
remember that
"You
morning?
don't like the biscuits? Oh my!"
Yeah,
Carrie,
their
remember the
biscuits
morning
are
he got breakfast for
good.
everybody but us on the
Oh
podcast and
wow!
did big old
Yeah,
country
yeah,
Wow!
you're
institution?
right.
Oh
I
wow!
forgot you were hating on the Chick-fil-A
T.
biscuits.
Will is a
They
selfish bastard.
Whatever.
Whoa! I didn't say
We
all
didn't say that.
that.
We just said you don't want
Whoa!
to. You said that.
Oh
Let's just put that out
wow!
there because we got some fans that hit us up like, hey, you guys have a great show here, but I don't want nobody going back like, you guys bullying T. Will over the biscuit thing? Like,
Hey, we
no,
love
never.
T. Will.
No, that's my wife that says that. You're a selfish bastard. Anyway, go ahead, Gary.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Kim. Oh
Miss
wow.
Kim.
Um,
Oh man.
yeah, but shout out to you guys. Shout out to Bodie 404 proof.
Oh, hey, I
Um,
play him this weekend.
oh, do you?
Yeah.
Nice.
T. Will,
Okay.
you don't play him this weekend. Bodie's just pretty much, he's just pretty much putting
Oh
himself.
wow.
Yeah. You got the time to beat. You got the time. Nah, f this. You got the time to beat me in football in this fantasy league.
He
And
will
somebody
do
was
your
in your
lineup.
ear, man. I promise you, somebody was in your ear. You got 2 wins, dog. 2 wins, and one of them's
And
against
you're
me. I
one
should
of
be in
them.
first place right now.
And
Hey,
you're one of them.
you
That's
know what,
right.
Jack? Don't even start that, because any given Sunday we saw
That's
what
right, Gary.
those one-win
Carrie, you heard the
Miami
man say at the
Dolphins
beginning
did
of the
to our
show,
Falcons.
he talked all that smack to Debo vibes and then forgot to set his lineup. What was the point? Just remove him from the league. What was the point? Bodie's sitting over there Sunday like, it's
He's
a
there for the
dub. It's a
vibes.
dub.
No,
Oh,
he was there for the automatic W for everyone except for you, my friend Jack.
T-Will got his 2 wins. One of them was on me. I'm so pissed. And I was leading by 50 points going into that second part of the game. I was like, no way 2 guys are going to get 50 points. These guys get doggone 56 points. I said, get out of here, dude.
Then Detroit showed, our league as well as the Falcons. That's how you use one of the best running back duos in the league. 'Cause
right.
they went for what, 50 points?
Flawless victory.
That's how our Bijan and Tyler should be used.
That's right, darn it. You see that, Zach Robinson?
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay.
He might have been sleeping. Remember that one
He
game? They asked him
probably
about the game. Like, were you watching? Because I think it was the Vikings. Remember that? And they were like, to
Oh,
prepare
he
for
said he
the
sleeps.
next game. Were
He
you
doesn't stay up that
watching?
late.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said I was asleep.
like, no, I was.
Oh man, but yeah, all that to say, shout out to the Falcons. Really hoping we can get back into the win column. Honestly, we've been saying it's a must-win game for 2 weeks now. This is the third week where it truly is a must-win game. Honestly, I think we're sitting at about a 10% chance at the playoffs. So yes, I'm saying there's a chance, but you go 3-6, I don't know if I can tell you there's a chance, unfortunately. Like, it's gonna be pretty tough. So this for me is a must-win game. Hopefully our players as well as our coaches see it that way too. I think we do definitely have a chance. If we force Daniel Jones to make those errors and we get pressure on him up front with our defensive line, we definitely have a chance if we stop JT as well. Get him enough points to beat Jack Spade for me this week, but
chill.
make sure the Falcons win. So
Chill,
that's what I'm hoping for this week.
That's
too,
enough. That's
Doug.
enough from Carrie. That's enough from
So-
Carrie. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
You can't mute my mic.
I can mute it. Watch this.
Oh, wow.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
you
Hold on, let me
are
unmute it. Hold
wrong
on.
for
Let me
Nah,
unmute it.
you're wrong for that.
You are wrong for that. Unnecessary abuse of power
Okay.
on Jack
Okay.
Spade. 15-yard penalty.
No, I got the whistle right here. That's my
Oh,
on
wow.
me.
Unnecessary abuse of power.
10-yard penalty on me for
He must be stopped.
But
Carrie was over
no,
there celebrating that she's thinking about getting a win on Sunday against Jack in fantasy football. And I don't appreciate that.
but I also want to say the injury report just came out for today, the last one before the game, and I'm happy to see Billy Bowman was a full participant. Casey Washington, a big one for me. Zach Harrison, who's been having a great season before he missed, I believe, 2 games now. So Great to see him back, as well as Bowman. T. Will's favorite player, JD Bertrand, number 40. He's back. He's a full participant, so he'll be out there.
That's just that's what I want to hear.
Limited participation was Mike Hughes. He's questionable. Two players that are questionable are Chris Lindstrom, foot, which we knew about. I think he's going to be a go. At least I'm trying to manifest it because, man, we can't have 3 backups out there on that O-line. Mike Hughes, though, he has some kind of neck injury, and he's questionable. That could be big as well. So, the 3 outs are Storm Norton, Bergeron, and Leonard Floyd. So, yeah, let's go get that win Sunday. Must-win game yet again. Have a good day, everyone.
Hey,
I love
fans. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button for T. Will, Miss Carrie. One time for the fan. T. Will, your shout outs, brother.
In my Uncle Steve voice, I love JT Bertrand.
Sheesh.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't. But you got it.
Hey. Well, okay. No, seriously. Hey, to everybody who joined us in the chat, we appreciate you guys. This was fun as always. We love talking Falcons with you. Thank God for sending us your path. Thank God for Mr. Jack Spade here and my friend Miss Carrie for sending y'all on my path. Thank God for waking me up. You guys can see me for my ATL1 Sports on YouTube, probably at 12:30 now, because Carrie points out I got to go get some breakfast. So 12:30, guys. That right, Carrie? 12:30.
See, I wasn't wrong.
Yeah. No, you okay? Whatever. Anyway. Jack, Eric, thank you for giving my start in this business, man. Appreciate that. Good luck on your golf game. And Carrie and I'll see you guys at 12:30.
Yep. Falcon fans talking Falcons football on a Falcons Friday. Big shout out to Miss Carrie. One time for the fan. Big shout out to T. Will from ATL Sports. One time for the fan here in the chat. Big shout out to everybody that was talking Falcons football with us today. Everybody who's watching, everybody who's listening, everybody who's going to be watching or listening later on. Shout out to you all. All the content creators that showed up this morning. Big shout out to you all. Great content you guys put out there. Continue doing what you do. For me, I got a golf game coming up, and then we got the Hawks tonight. I'll be in the building for the Hawks. Hopefully I can get out there and see this team. They play the Raptors in the Cup. So it's gonna be pretty cool to get out
for the Cup already.
They already played the first game against the Pacers. This is the second one now.
I did not know it was that early in the season. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean Raptors sitting at 4-4, Hawks sitting at 4-4. So it should be a good game tonight.
Are they going to do the court like the design with the?
They should. They should. I mean, usually for the Cup match, they kind of change it up. I mean, I played 2K and 2K they have it changed up, so I'm guessing they're going to change it up tonight, which is going to be kind of cool. Being in the building Friday night in the city, we pop out in the city. Shout out to Heat. But yeah, it's going
in the city.
We damn sure do. Big shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Everybody who tuned in for breakfast with One Time for the Fan. And we're going to wrap this thing on up, man. Falcons go out there and handle business on Sunday. And Sunday night at 8 p.m., we're back talking Falcons. The good, the bad. Like I said, hopefully more so the good. We want to see this team get a dub. But all the fans who made the trip to Berlin, shout out to you all. And, of course, every fan in this Falcons Nation, man, shout out to you all, too, as well. He's throwing up the West Side.
No, that was the dub.
Oh, that was the dub? Oh, I thought you were about to do the Jameis Winston.
And like weird-ass Jameson.
Oh, I thought you were about to bite. Yeah, I thought you were about to bite the figure. There you go.
Oh, wow. Clip that. We got the biggest Jameis Winston hater doing the eat the dub. Wow.
Hey, I remember that, too, as well, when we talked about the backup quarterbacks a couple years, like a year ago. So there's a lot to go over here, Falcon fans. But once again, you guys are great. Continue to be great and enjoy your weekend. And like all Falcon fans, what do Falcons do to you, Miss Carrie?
We rise up.